Alright guys, 2019 is almost over. 2020 is upon us. Remember when we said 2019 I'm gonna complete all these goals? It's December 23rd, guys. There's like freaking what, 6 days left? It's over. 2020 is upon us. So if you have completed all your goals, congrats. If you haven't, well, 2020 we gotta change something. And I wanna try something new next year. Guys, have you heard of quarterly progress tracking? In business, most like the biggest businesses in the world do this technique. Okay, I want to try this next year. I haven't done it myself. I want to try it next year. I just want to share it with you guys so that if you guys are interested, you can try it as well. Biggest companies in the world like Facebook, Google, Microsoft. I'm using these companies because we've all heard of them. But even startups do this. What they do is they give themselves quarterly targets. Instead of giving themselves huge ass targets saying the next year I want to accomplish these things, they divide their entire year into 4 parts, and every part is 3 months. So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Q1 would be January to March, something like that, right? So by giving yourself a time frame of 3 months and giving yourself a specific set of targets to accomplish in that quarter, you give yourself a tangible runway to approach your goals. So instead of saying, for example, if I was Facebook and I would say, I want to get 10 million users next year. It's so like, it's such a blanket thing. Like there's no specifics in it. There's nothing is approachable in that goal, right? Like 10 million users next year. When? January, December? When is it? December 31st? Like it doesn't make sense, and it's too big. And as a business, it's impossible for me to operate with this sort of target. But if I say something like, by the end of Q1, I want 10 million users. Now that's more tangible because now you know by the end of March, I want to have 10 million users, and this is my time frame, 3 months, and this is the runway that I have. That's way more tangible, guys. And I think we can take something out of this book into our own life and approach our goals this way. So instead of saying, I want to get fit, I want to get super shredded, or okay, something else. I'm just talking in terms of my life. I want to buy this specific car next year. Instead of saying that, you could try saying something like, I want to buy this car by Q2 of next year, which means you have 6 months to operate, 6 months runway, 6 months to gain enough financial stability to get that car. You got 6 months. Instead of saying next year, use quarters as a way of describing your runway, right? So instead of saying, I want to buy this house next year, give yourself a time frame. Give yourself a freaking 9 months. Q3 of next year, I want to buy that house. Get it? So like quarterly progress. And this will help you like dilute down the complexity of the goal, the size of the goal. Like some of these goals are huge, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that when they're too huge, they're not approachable. They scare us. We don't want to do them anymore. Like when the goal becomes closer and closer, and we just like it's too big, I don't know how to approach this. But if you give yourself a time frame and a checklist, not too much, like you want to accomplish 3 things in this quarter, the Q1 of next year, that's way more approachable than saying, okay, I want to accomplish all of my goals next year. When? Doesn't make sense. It's not specific. You got to be specific if you want to hit those goals, right? I think this will work, and I want to try that next year, guys. And I think it'll really boost up my productivity, and it'll also help me reach all my goals in time. If you guys are interested, you guys can join as well. Give yourself time frames, divide the entire year into 4 parts, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and give yourself checklists for each quarter and check them off at the end of the quarter. Right? If you're not checking them off, that means you probably did something wrong. So you only have 3 months to look back to. Get it? So if Q3 didn't go well as planned, you only have to this is called post-mortem in medicine, but you basically have to break down what went wrong and figure out what exactly caused that issue in Q3. You get it? Like think of your life as a business and operate. I think that's really gonna take this into a whole new level, guys. I'm super psyched. I want to try this next year. So I'm going to start today. I'm going to divide my entire year into 4 parts, give myself a checklist of what I'm going to do in every quarter, and then I'm going to start this January 1st. I'm super psyched because I have some huge goals for next year, but I want to divide them into 4 parts. So you guys can try it. Let me know if you guys are interested in trying this out. If you are, just let's do this. You don't have to do anything except just grab a paper and write down our goals. But if you ever need support, my DMs are open anytime. You can reach out. And I also want you guys to collaborate between like all of you guys. Like there are some really smart people on this profile like following me. I'm so flattered that you guys are following because you guys are amazing. I'm so inspired. So if you have something to add, please in the comment section below put it down and let people know. Let's share the knowledge, guys. Let's approach 2020 with this mentality, a winner's mentality. We gotta do better than 2019, guys. We can do this. Let's do this. I'm psyched for 2020. Right now I'm just gonna go have my coffee, and I still haven't even had coffee. I'm so psyched. Let's go. See you guys later.